Happy Tuesday. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's Tip of the Day. It is November 21st, 2023. Today's tip comes from Deeper Cuts, Systems That Simply Work, From Winning Workups to Thumbs Up Verdicts by Keith Mitnik. If your client has multiple injuries, you can do a mini damages argument for each one. Tell the jury, what if the only injury my client has was their shoulder injury? Then validate that injury with a damages model. Do the same for each of their injuries. Finish by pointing out that the total amount is greater than simply adding up their separate injuries. All right. I think this is worth discussing. And I think it's worth considering all the ways to do this. Keith Mitnik is a successful trial lawyer and worth considering this. I think about it a little differently, and that's great. I would come in and talk about the, what's been taken from the person on the whole in how they live their life and the activities they can't perform because of the combination of those injuries. And maybe we're saying the same thing, because ultimately it's the adding up all of those separate injuries and talking about the effect on the whole person. I wouldn't apply a damages model to each separate body part, but maybe I don't understand what he means by that. And maybe that works better, or more likely, just different ways to do it. And I think the point here is to consider and to be able to talk with the jury about the idea that the sum of all the injuries are greater than any individual one. Right? And that it's not just the medical diagnosis of each of these injuries. It's not a meniscal tear plus a rotator cuff tear plus a sore neck. It's the fact that because of all those things, the person can no longer do what they love, which is to garden or play softball or whatever it might be. So a bunch of things here. One is study, buy all the Trial Guides books and study all of them. That's what I do. And take what makes sense from you and what works for you, and leave the rest aside. And there's some wisdom certainly in with what Keith Mitnik does. So I'd be curious if you have some stories of maybe how that's worked for you. So something to ponder today. Let's take a deep breath together. Just be grateful to be alive this Tuesday. May the work that we do today help to reduce the suffering in the world. May it help repair the world. May we fiercely and compassionately advocate for our clients, championing their causes and doing good in the world. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. This can take you into a meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just let the sounds pierce you and wash over you and remind you it's Tuesday. Wake up, go out, do good things, and have fun while you're doing it.